But a dick hole is a urethra.
I don't want to call somebody a urethra. I don't feel like that has the same gravitas.
Don't you feel that sounds like someone's name?
Oh.
Who's coming to the party tonight? It's you, Julie, Urethra, and Timmy.
I love that urethra.
Oh, I'm naming my next dog Urethra.
You're awful. Don't. Super don't. That's a glamour don't, by the way.
It's a glamour don't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hold on one second. Prom, again, passwords, and how we rationalize shopping. All this and more on today's Brilliant Observations. Do, 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 do.
What are you doing? Good morning.
Good morrow,
Melissa.
Amy.
Good morning, Melissa. How are you?
I am all right. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right. I think it's the all right that you need to say, not McConaughey style, but you need to say a few times until...
By the third one, you're convincing yourself and no one else?
Yeah, that's exactly it. You've seen that shirt, like, I'm okay, everything's okay, we're okay, and who are you telling this?
The world's on fire. Hey, speaking of shirts,
Uh-oh.
you're going to have to lift your tits into the camera viewer so I can see what... I see something looks like eat. Oh, it's my favorite. It says sweatshirt, guys, but the way it's graphically designed,
Geniusly.
the word sweatshirt has a few of the letters larger than the others. Do you know what letters are larger than the others in sweatshirt? The letters eat, shit are larger than the others in sweatshirt.
Try wearing all these shirts I have in public and not remembering that that's what you're wearing.
You have them all. The hard part is you send me all these shirts all the time, and one of them is really comfortable, and it actually fits really well, and I look kind of cute in it. And it says, I heart farts. Do you know, it's like the big...
I think that's what you wear under a flannel, or a
I don't know.
cardigan where
I
somebody
think that's
catches a glimpse of
maybe
it.
Not what you wear. Where is there an appropriate place for me to wear this? Getting in bed with my lover? Kind of nope. Kind of nope. So where am I going to wear it?
To
Cleaning
the beach.
out.
You're wearing it to the beach.
To the beach?
To sleep. You wear it to sleep at the beach.
I'm not alone. I don't know. I have a hard time figuring out the intended use of the I Heart Fart shirt, but it's a form-fitting shirt. It's a nice shirt. Anyway, okay. I'll get there. We all know I won't. So
It's
I'll
undeniable.
Just I don't actually like farts. So it's a liar shirt.
I definitely did not send it to you because you didn't like farts. I don't remember what led to it specifically because I'm old, and it turns out menopause fucks with your memory too.
Oh my God, menopause. She is such a dick.
Filthy bitch.
Super, super, super do not recommend. Can I just say, fuck you.
Along those lines, you and I both got a Marco Polo. Nope, a TikTok from a friend of ours yesterday that had... it's a Marco... why do I keep calling it a Marco Polo? It is a TikTok that I have seen 1,000 times, but it was an Olympic athlete asking, who's just rock solid with the smallest boobs ever, with Deborah Messing.
Oh my God.
Please see previous podcast.
Oh my sweet Jesus on a Sunday, God.
And she says right into the camera, hey, girls out there with big titties, what's it like? And I kind of got her. I was like, okay, tell us what it's like waiting for someone to stitch it and tell us. And yeah, so
it was the best TikTok of my life.
They did.
It was super revelatory. And my other favorite is that's the tip of the ice tit. There is so much more to say. She was telling the truth. She was testifying. I could hear it. I
Amen,
felt it.
sister.
I just kept nodding. All them little tiny flatties were in there laughing their heads off, crying like they had never even considered that this was life of the Big Tit Club. Oh, my stars. I kept thinking she's good. She's got some, but she doesn't know it all. Oh, wait. Oh, she knows that too. Oh, wait, she's telling that too?
She said things like, it's like going to a party with your two best friends, one piggybacking on your back, the other on your front. You're constantly carrying around an extra 40 pounds of worthless, no good piece of shit, freeloading friends of yours.
Don't even try to wear an Oxford shirt. Just don't even try to wear a shirt
Oh
with
my
buttons
God, that
on
was
it.
so funny.
Just don't even try, because God bless you if you get a sneeze coming. You have weapons of mass destruction lining the front of your body. It's the
That
truth.
button will fly right off, go through the skin of anybody near you.
To
She
the
was
white
so,
meat. Yeah.
She was so funny. So yeah, I totally related with that, and I think Janine sent that to us, and it was
Oh, yeah. I think
it
it
was
was things Amy would say, and she's right.
LOL. Yes, we
She's
definitely laughed.
Right. She's
out loud.
right. She's right. Well, what else has been going on in your world, Big Blonde?
Well, last night was our prom.
Stop
Prom
it.
number 1 for Mallory.
Oh my.
And
oh
I have
my.
to tell you how different it was than
A
your prom
tale
experience.
of 2 proms coming at ya.
I also found out, I don't know, 2 days before while watching the weather that pictures were going to be in the rain.
Oh.
And they found this gorgeous mansion not far from, actually, it's right next to where we used to live. And, you know, we used to walk dogs around there because it's just so beautiful. And we would dream about what it costs to just clean it and how long it would take to clean it. If on January 1st you started in the, I don't know, ballroom and worked your way across the house, would it be March 1st by the time you got there and had to start all over again? Like, what would it take? Right. So it turns out they have hardscaping in the backyard that's breathtaking, but Melissa didn't go because it's fucking raining. So I thought, do you guys have a bet? I know, we're very different people.
What? You didn't go?
We're very different people. So
I gotta stop. Number 1, you failed. Now let's break it down. Okay.
Please.
Your daughter.
Yeah.
Who you have referred to previously as your prized possession has put a little thought into something that's important to her, which is getting the photograph of her life taken. And now it's rain ruined. Discuss. What was the plan? How and the who?
So I
is
asked
this?
her.
Wait, I have too many questions. Okay. Is the mansion occupied? Are we busting in there, like jumping over the fence and going swimming in somebody else's pool?
That
Is
would be
this something
awesome.
that you like wrote a check so that you could do? Is it
No.
a haunted mansion
They
where
crashed
nobody
it.
lives? Oh, I've got to hear more about this. Is it like that lawn when we went to L.A. that one time and they had lawn jockeys? So we jump out of the car and ran up on those people's lawn and started posing with their jockeys? Because who the fuck has lawn jockeys? Come on. What happened?
Racists. So I said, do you have a plan B for if it's raining? Does somebody have a fireplace that's not full of dog toys and burnt crayons and just bullshit like your art projects and my knitting and everything that we have? Does anybody have a plan B for rain? And she said, no, we're taking pictures outside.
Okay.
And all of their gowns are to the floor and maybe a little past the floor. And no, we're taking them in the rain. And I went right back to, what was it, Pride and Prejudice, when Lizzie walked all the way to the house where 6 miles. Have
Miss
you
Bennett,
seen the
did
6
you
inches?
walk here?
Did you see her hem? 6 inches? Blah.
6 inches deep in mud.
Right. So,
Positively medieval.
who, by the way, you know she's from Yellowstone, right?
I only figured it out after the fact because her lips are so fucking good. I love you,
Yeah,
Beth. You're a
that was-
bitch in every century. We
Blow
love you.
Blow her up, bring her back. I love her too. So anyway, they had no plan B. So we went to get her hair done. She got her nails done. She picked up the boutonniere. I'm taking pictures of her. She looks gorge. And then her date comes and I throw her date in front of the cleanest room of our house. And I take pictures of them together and they look so cute. They look like they should have been on the top of a wedding cake. They were so beautiful. The two of them together. I have a picture of her putting his boutonniere on, like both of them saying, I Googled this. I said, wow. Both of them at the same time. I Googled this. You're supposed to go in, out, and in again. They're so cute. So they're getting ready to go and his parents show up at our house. Well, I didn't know his parents were coming to our house to take pictures.
Thank you, mystery prom. There's so many of these fucking rituals or surprise, we're doing it this ways. That's a lot on me.
I had no idea. So they came in. They were not there more than 10 minutes. They just saw like the front door and they put the kids in front of it, took some pictures, and they went with them to the pouring rain pictures outside. And I said, here's my cell number. I don't know her. Here's my cell number. Send me any cute pictures you get, because this crackhead's not going to stand out in the rain. Like, I'm the smart one here. I have other plans for my hair. Just kidding. For her hair that we just paid $1 million to have updone. And yeah, so I get several pictures. There's a tiny break in the rain and then it's raining. There are umbrellas. It really looks like Downton Abbey and Bridgerton with all of these beautiful formal gowns and big black umbrellas, like chivalry.
They put the umbrellas in the shot?
In some of them, yes. It was gorgeous. I'll send you a couple of pictures.
They were committed to this facade.
I'll send you a couple of pics. It was beautiful.
I mean the architectural facade. They were committed.
Well, you'll see. It's
to
worth
this building.
it.
Yeah.
You'll see it. It's worth it.
Is the word I was searching for.
So they took these pictures and they went to prom. It was old school prom. She went. They served a dinner. They had dancing.
I love it.
It was like a full thing. But after this boy's parents showed up and we were like, I'm still half in workout clothes and half in spruce up daughter clothes. Like,
I'm not going to the fucking prom.
I'm not going to the fucking prom. They're taking pictures with him in it. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like a mini wedding. That's when it gets like, what is going on? I mean,
yeah,
they're
but
proud.
It's a mini wedding when you have the help at the venue posing pictures with you, because it's the country club you've belonged to and you didn't invite these people. So it was a little awkward then. But so they're there not 10 minutes. They leave. And Stuart says, should we have served them steaks and offered them drinks that we don't have? And I said, no, Amy.
Kegerator. Okay. All right.
No, Amy, that's right. Go bring your kegerator up
I'll
from
say
the
this.
shore.
I'll add this.
Add that.
Going as a group is a different vibe and a different expectation on behalf of the adults. There wasn't no fucking shopping for flowers and boutonniere and all this stuff. They showed up anyway because the kids have sense and cars and thought about nice things, right? The ones who were coupled up, their parents behaved differently. You were in a coupled up situation.
No, I wasn't. They
yes,
went
you
as
were.
friends.
She took a date.
She went as friends.
You said it was a date. She bought him a boutonniere.
Yes.
That's a date.
No.
Why are you making faces? Why are you being
because
slow?
It's not her. It's not her
why are you
boyfriend.
Talking slow?
It's not.
What are they going to do on this? What are they going to do on this prom? What are they doing together? What do they do? Why is she bringing flowers?
I don't even
Why
think
his
they
parents
were
come over there and get,
because that's what's appropriate. They weren't even sitting together.
Yeah, but they didn't sit together. Mm-hmm.
Wow, you don't know my daughter at all.
Why should take him then? What's his use?
Probably for the photo thing and because they're friends and it's someone you like to talk to and her buddy who is going with her boyfriend. So she brought somebody to talk to and somebody to take pictures with and somebody whose arm she could make look jazzier and gorgeous. It was a buddy thing.
I have curiosity. I have deep
I'll let you chat with her in July. Until then, nothing. Until then, nothing. So I sent her, and it was like 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, right? At 9:30, I'm just checking to make sure, are you good? Is everything okay? I don't even want to bother her, so I go right on to find my iPhone.
You are ridiculous. At 9:30?
And yeah, assuming she's on her way home. To change into her sweatpants and go to the after party, which you claimed right away. That's something you can control because this is all just a big farce otherwise.
Yeah, well, I think it's interesting that it wasn't so fully planned and thought out that she didn't already have the bag packed with her change of clothes so that they could just go from the one thing. She could hop in somebody's bathroom, change, and I'm already here. Like the idea of come home and sort the dress out.
We're homebodies. We prefer to... I prefer to hang up the dress, but it's actually laying as if in motion on her floor right now as I passed by her room this morning. It is an action shot.
I love those.
And I just want to draw chalk around it and then hang it up for her just so she knows, here, this is where you left it.
You can see the outline of the hip. It's like, oh, this is where her leg was lifted when this thing flew off and
Didn't
hit
you
the ground.
want this here? Because clearly that's where you left it. I did the chalk drawing for you.
My favorite are when they get out of pants and the pants are as if walking, but it's like they jump or exploded out of them. Like, how do you get the pants to look that way on the ground? Like you were sort of medevaced straight up out of them, ejected very strange. The clothes on the floor is my favorite.
The way they land, like this leg's half inside out, like you couldn't get out of it fast enough. Like, what? Did you have to shit? Because if you did, was that 10?
Let's get back to the important topic here. Have you received the photos in total? Have you gotten all the photos from the family?
I haven't gotten them all. I've sent you a few this morning already.
Really?
I sent you a couple last night too, I think.
What?
Of just the bride and groom. And
to me on my phones?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I don't look at things. I will look at things.
I don't.
So I'm just wondering if those other adults actually made good on their promise, or now if you have to have like some sort of a relationship with them.
I don't.
Like, hi, can you do the thing I asked you to fucking do? Can you do that now?
I don't need a relationship, but every time she sent me a picture, I had to gush so she would send me more. You know, like I was a thirsty bitch. I had to say, oh my God, that's so beautiful. I hope you're staying dry. Blah, 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 blah. Things I didn't really know or care about. But yes, I did get the pictures from the venue and it was beautiful. And I even saw a couple from my daughter when she came home to change. I ran downstairs in pajamas to say, oh my goodness. And then the doorbell rings. Let's keep in mind my husband was working this morning at 7 a.m.
And you have a
12-hour 7 a.m. shift, 7 to 7 today. And the dogs went crazy. And, you know, my son left his room, though. So he went to go talk to her and catch up and see her. That was kind of nice. So I tried to stay away from that situation.
Ross and Rachel moment. Comes down the stairs. Very nice.
They're so cute. When they're home together, I mean, it's kind of great. We did nothing right. And because of our systematic abuse, they teamed up against us, and maybe that's what we did right. I don't know.
I'll be there for you. I am doing like a friends weird overlap. Okay,
you.
That's so fun.
So prom was great. From my point of view, it was fine. I think from hers, after party is after party. I didn't really get to hear all about that yet, but you know, last year when my son graduated, he did get drunk at a party we threw for him, and we discovered that he was a warm, sweet, loving drunk. Not everybody's like that. Not everybody has that warmth. You are all listening right now thinking of that asshole friend of yours who you love in the daylight and then they drink and they become belligerent fucks.
What you're trying to say, but okay.
You have that friend who like all different types of drunks. I'm very curious to see because I know she was driving last night and she doesn't drink.
Good.
So the 1-2 punch of that, she probably drove a few friends home, which also doesn't make me happy because she's on the road with drunks, but she's a
not a good
kid.
Night for anybody to be on the road. It's as bad as Halloween. Just
right.
Stay off
And
the
I was
roads.
a little worried about that, but I also left my phone on in case she needed me, and it was sitting by my bedside, and it would light up, and I would stare at it and be like, I really don't need this, American Airlines. My flight's not till July. Why are you still emailing me? But she's home this morning and caring for the dogs today. She was going to sleep out, which I know you all think I'm crazy with my COVID fears, but you went to a prom. That's a super spreader. You went to an after party. Do you really need to finish your complete marinating in filth and other people's bad choices by sleeping out too? She didn't. She came home. She slept home last night. So I was pretty excited about that when I checked her location this morning, or I passed the window and saw her car in the driveway. I was like, yes. So I've never been the mom, maybe at the very beginning, but you know that first day of school post you do and the last day of school post. And
I've seen them. I'm aware of them. Yes.
You used to do them. You're not as
No.
consistent as some people.
Tell your tale, and then I'll explain what I'm talking about.
So every year, I do enjoy looking at other people's pictures. I'm not going to lie. I'm just not that good. I'm not that kind of mom. I'm not that kind of...
I just marvel at it. I find it circus-like in the sense that I can't look away. I don't understand it. It's intoxicating, and also this other world that's really shiny and fun for a little bit, and I'm kind of glad that I don't live there, but it's super entertaining for the moment. Like, that's exactly what first day, last day pics are for me. And you mentioned that I do them. Here's what I do. Our school has made it a tradition of the school. They actually print out documents, full size, full page, full color, and mail them to you unbent. So I receive in the mail a stack of papers that says child's first day in, and it has their grade in a color with the school logo. So all I have to do is slap my child and say, hold this to the camera and smile. And then I do it. So that's the extent that I'm involved in this kind of thing. And it really does.
I need an
love
enabler
having a
like
record.
that.
I love having a record. And what it also does is then it becomes a kind of unspoken competition for whose are the worst, right? So that we've had some where the document is sitting on the empty car seat because the child won't take the picture. So it's like the missing child. We've had one over the face of the sleeping child in his own bed. So I mean, it's like it becomes it's more of a
That's fun.
It's a connection to the school. That's very different than the Apple and fully thought out Pinterest board, chalkboard.
The chalkboard that says
with all
this
of the
many
pictures
pounds
from every
and
year
this many
and
everything. And
yeah, I'm like, you are so organized. Because I might, even if I could get it together to do that once, how am I going to find that fucking picture in May when I did that in September and then I got to find it again next year? I don't have that folder. Dropbox doesn't work that way for me. That's not how my life is. So I really am very interested to see this play out in other people's lives. But honestly, I feel like you a baby book kind of family. So I think you did this through middle school and then said, I'm going to stop. I think you did do it, though.
I didn't.
You super did. I guarantee you did.
I have pictures, but I've never posted them. I don't have pictures for every first day of school just because nobody's happy the first day of school. I don't know why this seems like an opportunity to say cheese. Like maybe the third day at the bus stop when they were little, I would take a picture of the whole bus stop because there were like 15 kids there. And then over the course of time, that gets whittled down. And then there's like the big kid standing on the right and the little kid standing on the that lasted 2 neighborhoods ago for 15 minutes. But nope, I don't have that. I really don't. I have lots of baby pictures, though.
My favorite is Janine, our great friend Janine. She does the thing where she forces the kids to say, when I grow up, I'm going to be, and they have to do it on their first day of school. Yeah. It's like when they were so optimistic, so professional in the beginning, and then the kids are just regular kids, and so they have these faces on their bodies like, I have that face in my house. Oh, and I'm even wondering and laughing like, how did she get them to stand there long enough with the picture? It's so
because
great.
If you read it and zoom in, one of them says a serial killer,
like shut
and
up,
another
Mom.
one right. The other one says, fuck off, I'm doing this for grandma.
When I grow up, I'm never going to do one of these signs to my kids, or
exactly. That's why they're standing there.
But it's so funny because you can just see the teenageness on them, and that's the thing that all these idiotic traditions are really trying. I know I was like protocols. It's like, it's not a protocol. That's the thing that all these idiotic traditions are really capturing, right? It's the passage of time and the moment in time when, oh yes, you can snap right back to it. Everybody knows how awful it is to have teenagers in your life. Frankly, even the teenagers. So it's wonderful that we can just kind of take a step back and say they were pretty for 1 hour or whatever it might be. So
it's that frozen moment in time. I used to work picture day at the kids' preschool, and what the parent just to volunteer there because it's a hot mess, and it's again really it is like lassoing and keeping together like a bunch of cats in a room. There's just no way. So just to work on flow, I even did it in the elementary school after preschool because I don't know, it's the finest day. But when a boy comes in with his hair dyed, and he's 4, you think, all right, your mother has mental illness. Why is she dyeing your hair? You're 4. That's ludicrous. Like 4. He's 4. And then, because it only went up to 5 at the preschool, and that's where it happened. And then this kid fell off a bunk bed and had a huge black eye. And she sent him in with all this makeup for the volunteer to put on him. That would be me. And I said, dude, you fell just before pictures. This is what you're going to remember about this year. This is black eye year. Remember the black eye year? And it came out as black guy, but whatever. And he just was like, my mommy said to put this on. I'm like, that's okay. You look
then
great.
Your mommy should have put it on at fucking
My
home.
mommy said to put this.
Super weird.
Right. And I didn't. I don't have time to put makeup on your boy. I'm too busy laughing at this one with the dyed hair. And when
was
I say
dyed, I'm trying to laugh. I'm trying to understand the dyed hair. Was it dyed a hair color or was it purple?
A hair color. No, it was a hair
So
color.
that's why it's weird. If it was dyed pink, if it was green.
Right, if the kid asked for it. But this is what his mom wanted.
The fairy highlights. You do you, baby. Let's go.
Oh, I saw fairy hair the other day.
They're really a thing. They're
that is
on.
A thing.
It's hanging on. They're still doing it.
I thought it was a sheep podcast thing only. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, you have something. It's fairy hair. It's real.
It's a real. It's I don't know if it's real. It's a thing that occurs.
It's definitely not real.
I don't.
Are you for real?
I endorse you doing whatever it is that makes you happy. I am not an adult woman who desires sparkly, long, individuals. Fairy hair is,
for those of you who are
iridescent,
normal,
full-length hair that, the rainbow unicorn, that kind of a thing. Picture something that is a piece of hair that is stitched into your hair. That's just that. So you don't dye your hair. You just stitch in, extension style, these individual strands of sparkle that are iridescent and like opalescent, rainbow-like.
You're ridiculous. You can't brush it. You can't.
It's
you're
a
just
lot
ridiculous.
of work per strand. If you go in full unicorn, fucking my pony your fucking self, and let's do it. I guess that's why I feel so viscerally against the fairy hair, because it's a half measure. If you are a mystic goddess, then show me. Don't come at me with these individual strands of I'm all business in the front, party in the back. That's what it is. It's a chuck. What do we call those haircuts that are
mullet?
Chucks?
Mullet.
It's a mullet. It's a chick mullet.
It's deceit. It's just deceit.
It's deceit.
Yeah.
You got to own your fairiness. Bring it.
Enough prom. Oh, I wonder if anybody at prom had fairy hair, or unicorn hair. Whatever. I want to get to the topic of this week's podcast.
Okay.
I mean, halfway through now seems like a good time to come to that topic.
I know. I've witnessed firsthand your production capabilities. I'm thinking a lot of this is going away.
We'll see.
Anyway, you go ahead.
We'll see. Today's topic is shopping.
Oh, okay.
Online shopping.
Got it.
Shopping for the person you want to be as opposed to the person you are.
She's coming for me.
I know you have thoughts about that you buy things that you don't want and then try to convince yourself that you want it. That's like me in the organization store. I'm like, you know what? I need all of these things. But I don't know. I even had a coupon for 25% off the Life is Good brand, which I love their t-shirts. I just do. I love them. Good. So, and some of them are super cute. And I had a couple of t-shirts in my cart, and then I got a coupon. You convinced me that they wait for you to have a full cart, and then they send you a coupon. So you have 2 hours left to do this shopping. Do I do it? Would I would have let shit sit in my shopping cart until, I don't know, I guess I got another coupon. Forever. I would have let it sit there forever. But a coupon forces me to buy it.
That's right.
And if I
have... As does time. Yeah.
As does time. Well, time is usually what makes me delete it out of my cart or save for later. If
you still want it after 48 hours, buy it. If after 48 hours you're still wondering if you want it, then you don't want it. And don't buy it. That's what time does for you. And it gets you a coupon. So at that point, that's the only hardship that you have is after 48 hours, you're still not sure that you got it. You're still not sure that you want it. And you have a coupon.
Well, then you have, I think legally you have to get it.
Well, anyway, okay. Anyway, so yes, continuing on.
Have you ever had stuff in your Amazon account or something in your Amazon account, but you left it there and waited for more in the lie of, well, if you're already shipping, why don't I do a bigger ship and do it all at once so I'm not the cause of all of the, I don't know, just complete waste of shipping products.
I have broken that habit. I used to game the Amazon system so that I was the one dictating how many times they would come to my house. I wouldn't just automatically get the thing and walk away. I have broken that habit in 2 ways. Number one, I decided I don't buy that much anyway. I can't be bothered. I'm moving on. My cardboard box in this case is not the way that I'm going to destroy the planet. I am actively and willfully destroying the planet in so many other more efficient ways.
So many other.
I'm gonna let this one go because there's only so much worry and guilt I can have in a given moment. Next, Amazon came for me and invented, I'm sure you've seen this, and invented a way to say, would you like this delivered on a particular day of the week? You can sign up so that all of your stuff will always come on the day that you choose, no matter what you order each week. So instead of getting it in 6 hours or in 2 days, You'll always get a delivery on Thursday and whatever you ordered, so that way we're really just coming one time. And I thought, that sounds great. And then in practice, it also means the difference between I'm ordering it because I really want it by tomorrow. I don't want to have to wait until Thursday in case I want to order something else. Or so in the end, I try to take advantage of that service as best I can. But the thing that I really do with Amazon is I'll order things thinking they are the solution to all the world's problems.
Or at least yours.
And then when they arrive at my home, it's like I somehow didn't know the scale was going to be different, and I thought I was getting like this big, gorgeous, fantastic thing, and it's a keychain that I've ordered. Like somehow everything that I order from Amazon is wrong unless I spend so much money when I order it that it hurts. And then when it shows up, and I don't like spending money. I was going to say cheap. I don't think that's fair. I don't like spending money. So I always want to get a good deal on something. And when I decide it's not about the deal, it's about getting the right thing, that's when I'm happy. When I decide I need to get a deal, I always get shit I hate. Doesn't matter if it's a deal for 30 cents or a deal for $30,000. When I'm getting a deal, I fuck myself instead of just deciding I want to get the best thing, the best solution for this problem. And I don't know why I'm so old and I still can't figure out how to fucking buy things. Why is it difficult to buy things that you like? Shouldn't that be kind of easy? I haven't cracked it. I haven't cracked it yet.
Okay, I want to know in what category you can't buy things that you like. What are we talking? Household items? Are we talking clothing? Or are we talking?
I would say that it is every transaction ever, I would say.
Wow.
I can't buy things that I like. I can't.
So
buy
you
things
have
that I like.
buyer's remorse, you would say 90% of the time.
I would say I have buyer's frustration 98% of the time.
Wow.
And I would say I have product dissatisfaction, failure to live up to expectations 82% of the time across every single purchase I make in my life. And so I'm as I saw on Netflix a gentleman say, I think it's right, I'm a reasonably particular person. I let a lot of things slide in a lot of ways, but if I'm actually purchasing something, it needs to be the fucking thing it needs to be right. And it should be right. It should be designed well. It should perform well. It should be sturdy and of a high enough quality. It should present well, be something that I'm pleased to have around. It had to have a lot of expectations for can openers.
And then I go on a conference with you where you have a chartreuse purse that is shedding, leaking, sticking, and fucking everything it touches.
It failed me, but I like that purse, and I like the color of it, and I didn't have a replacement. So I carry the failure instead of the nothingness.
Okay. I don't carry the failure.
It's a lot to unpack.
I have corners of the house where, as somebody who has ADD, they're called doom piles. Have you ever heard of a doom pile?
No, but I love it now.
Yeah. So I pile things up in corners of rooms, hoping they won't be noticed by those who also live here or walk by here or come to take pictures of their son with my daughter here. And then I realize people can see this. There's no invisibility cloak because when I did order that from Amazon, it fell short and didn't work. So I am going to try over the course of the next several weeks to try to address my doom piles that I have in my house. I know that's exactly how I feel. You just verbalized it.
I have to fucking do this too. And I thought that I was the only one who had to do it and that I could just continue to fail to do it and that would be okay. But now I have a fucking accountability partner. Thanks, bitch. I don't want this thing that I most desperately desire in my life to happen because it involves my engagement and effort.
Stuart said to me the other day, can we clear off the counters in the kitchen?
What kind of ugliness is that to bring into your marriage?
And I thought, let's take that sentence apart. Can we?
Thank you. Can we?
Can we?
Yeah, let me help you say what you really meant. Why don't you clean my counters, Stuart?
So when I said that to him, he said, oh, no, sweetheart, I would be happy to do it, but I don't think you would be happy with everything I threw out.
He's a Brian-style dick, and he would come in there with a Rubbermaid trash can,
yes.
lift the lid, and in about 32 seconds, the
with
entire
his arm
counter
on one side
would suddenly now be clean enough to hit with some Lysol. Fuck you both. Fuck you both. Fuck you both. And
Yeah.
guess what happens an hour later? Do you still have that thing that I just threw in the trash? I know. Let's go buy a gross of them and store them in the closet on the shelves that I bought. Fuck you. Fuck you and your closet shelves.
Were you in my house?
I know they're friends. I know how they think and act.
Oh my
and
God.
they're mean to us.
That was verbatim. Exactly what happened in our house. I was like, are you speaking French now? Is that an OUI kind of we? Or is that what are you saying, Sharon? What are you saying? Those doom piles, I understand they're doom and they give me stress, but I also know that if I need something that's in there, I know which pile will have, try working in an office with me. I know which pile will have what I need or what anybody in this house needs, because nobody knows how to come into this house with stuff and put it away. So I slowly weed through what you've left on counters and just keep the things, for example, ready? For example, there's a checklist of things my daughter needs going into new student orientation as a first year. I almost said freshman. I'm trying to pull that out of my verbiage. As a first year at the University of Delaware. Super. I kept that checklist. It's in the pile. There's a receipt from something that we paid with a certain credit card that requires receipts, and you need to have, I put that in that pile. Will he go through that pile with his arm on the counter and a big hefty bag and just slide it all into there? He
come
would.
Into your kitchen with the fucking leaf blower and ruin your life. That's what he's going to do. That's what he's going to do. That's what he's going to do.
I said, well, you can take the KitchenAid, which I haven't used in months, and you can move that to the basement if you'd like. And then I will ask you when I want to make bread to move it back up.
That's not okay, and that's not what the KitchenAid is only for. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I don't cook, though.
What? Okay, hang on.
DoorDash does not care if I have.
Stop. I love Melissa. Melissa is my friend. I love Melissa. Melissa is my friend.
I am your friend.
I know.
There's a whole add-on to the KitchenAid.
Compassion, yes.
There's a whole add-on that's at Costco right now that has like the grater, the this or that, like all of the attachments that go onto the what I thought was just a pasta maker, which meant collects dust in my home. And Stuart said, "Would you like the attachments?" And I said, "For the appliance that I don't use that you just moved to the basement." Finish your whole sentence and answer your own question.
Oh my God.
While I hit the doom pile number 1. Like I have doom piles he hasn't seen. But I also have some that, like some near the laundry room. There are a few that are closed that I don't know. And this one has some towels. And
here's my question for you. Legitimate, real talk
question. Go ahead. I'm here for it.
How do you actually begin? Because I am aware of the need.
The worst.
I feel the urgency. I recognize and accept the benefit that's coming my way. I plan the time to do it. I clear the decks. I wake up fresh, ready. I'm going to tackle it. I have the coffee. I witness the pile. I acknowledge its presence. Yeah. I press play on the television. And then I'm here. It's a week later, and we repeat this cycle again.
What happened after you press play on the television to have company with you while you hit the pile?
I think my life happened.
Did you start playing fishdom?
I played fishdom.
While sitting, watching the TV?
I enjoyed myself. Okay. And actually, the best part is I don't even enjoy myself. I sit there the whole time going, stop playing this game, stop watching this show, get up and do it. And I have that recurring thought for about 4 hours. And then it's time to go do the thing that I had blocked off my 4 hours before or after doing. I'm not kidding. I don't.
You're
like
not
this.
Alone.
This
You're not
is
alone.
100% of my life and why it looks this way, and I don't like it. And I want the dominatrix, the pill. I want the prison sentence. I want the whatever it's going to take. The fire. I want something to make this change. And if you're telling me the only thing that makes it change is that you say, I'm a better person than this, and I don't want to live this way anymore. So I'm going to like, what's the secret? What's the trick? Is it just that you're better than me?
It's James.
And I'm not
no,
kidding.
I haven't
I know
done
you are.
anything
I know
yet.
You are.
I haven't done anything yet. But the trick is, and this is what I'm going to go with for now until it proves me wrong, is James Taylor's theory again. Cut up our losses into doable doses. Make everything you're about to do a bite instead of the full meal. you can take a bite out of something. I think I was initially motivated by the house next door to me selling for like almost $200,000 more than asking in 15 minutes on the market. But
I love
super.
it. And they had a dead body and a squatter in the basement.
And
Bring
they
it.
still, sight unseen, whatever it was. I was like, And then I realized I could never leave here because of all the doom piles. And that was initial, but that was months ago, and I still haven't done anything. But I think it's the shame I feel when my husband says, do you think we could, like, he's willing, after as hard as he works and all of the things that he does to support this family, to help me through something that he's having trouble living with. So that guilt and shame, and he's like, in our room or laundry, whatever your other piles are, I don't care, but that universal space kind of thing. And I have 1, 2, 3 in the dining room. Every surface has a DP for me.
There's some follow-up questions because I know the answers for me and I don't know how to solve them. Do you believe that your approach to these piles, both creating them, ignoring them, and continuing to live life while they're there, is a new-ish thing post-COVID? Or was this an always thing in your life, or something that has grown decade by decade? Slowly I turn. Something that's just
step
sort of on a
by step.
Is it just a roller coaster, your whole life?
It's my whole life.
Mine's COVID.
Is it
I
really?
was never like this. I would go through phases of being overwhelmed or having things get ignored or be sloppy or what have you, or live this way, but not. This is completely opposite behavior.
Welcome to my world of
toys.
Shake
it. I can't shake it. I had COVID, I had sell your business, and I had menopause all happen at the same time.
The perfect storm.
And I had, it's a stupid thing, but I had also have to start wearing glasses, which I know that doesn't make
it's a life change. It's definitely
all of that fucking stuff happened, and I'm now somehow a different person that I don't understand. I can't seem to get the going back, right? And I'm like, was it taken from me? Was it taken from me somehow? Was it added on to me by the weight of the world? Was it taken from me when the hormone said, yeah, peace out. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Fuck you.
Well, like, with menopause comes some of the brain fog, comes some of the lethargy, the symptoms.
Hormones, if everything is like a an equalizer at the stereo, right? And it's all sort of, everything's up and down and has these nice arcs. Just take all your hands and drop them so that all those little buttons go down to the bottom. You got nothing except for one that spikes, and that's the testosterone. Hey-oh. Yeah, I'm going to shoot you in the dick. Bring it. But I'm just here to say, even with the testosterone, it doesn't give me the get up and gozerone to figure out these fucking piles or exercise or sort out my taxes or do all the things that I need to do, because I also have that COVID in the back of my head going, the world's kind of already so exploded and on fire that none of the old rules matter anymore. It's a new day. Just play some more fishdom. Breathe in and out. It'll be fine. Like, there's this, it's just so weird that so many playing fields and rules changed all at once, and I'm not thriving in it. And I want to. So tell me how you're going to, are you going to baby step it? Or are you going to chunk out your piles? Or are you going to pick, how help me. Therapize, please.
Well, I started in my closet. You already know, dear listener, that I'm an 80-20 girl. I do 80% of a gig. And I married a man who bats cleanup, who will take all of my piles to either Goodwill or the trash, or if you live in Maine, to the dump, whatever. He's the yin to my yang, and he definitely bats cleanup for me. So I started in my closet. It's weird, though, because when I started to say, well, I haven't worn this in if you haven't worn it in the last 2 years, well, the last 2 years, I've only worn sweatpants and workout clothes.
Thank you, because fucking COVID. So how are we supposed to get gaga?
So I go by things that just clearly don't fit me anymore. So that's something I'm moving through slowly. But when he attacked me personally on the kitchen level, little bites, I'm going to take this little corner. Do I still need my Game Boy Color? I think I do. But is there a better place for it than a box on the desk in my kitchen? There probably is. But what is that place? Do I move everything to my bedroom and then attack the bedroom at a later date? Like, what? I don't have a place for things. If I had a place for them, I would have put them there. I saw another TikTok. Don't put it down, put it away. Don't put it down, put it away. Don't put it down, put it away. Super. I love the idea. Where is away?
Right.
Where's away? Because this pile that's in the kitchen that's mostly papers is paperwork that doesn't have a spot in our filing cabinet. It doesn't have a spot in my children's room. Please see previously stated new student orientation. I feel like if nobody else in the house is organizing for themselves, it's my super disorganized way of just keeping things the same way I try to keep my family and my dogs and everybody together inside the house for 2 years. Like I'm a shelter it. I might need it later. There are piles now that I can go through and say, oh, I don't need this anymore, or this has expired, or we've already done this. And I've always done this. I've lessened a pile, but I've never eliminated a pile. So I believe my husband's jab at the core of my being was saying, I want to get rid of all of these piles. I want there to be nothing on my countertops.
Your inaction is making my daily life uncomfortable, is what he said.
And that
is kind of a lot over coffee.
Is abusive.
Did you want me to solve your inaction with a flamethrower? Or
that's what he said. Action? That's what he said.
Yeah. I heard it the first time.
I could do it.
I'm just making sure the subtext is crystal fucking clear.
It's the
for any who may have missed it.
Yeah, it's the flamethrower. To your ineptitude, I am willing to burn the house down and start over.
Your life choices aren't working for me.
Are getting in the way of my productivity.
Stealing my happiness. Yeah.
Steal my sunshine. So
that's a lot. That's a lot for a fucking misplaced Game Boy. That's a lot.
Game Boy Color. Like that's when they first brought color to the Game Boy.
I will say this to be additionally clear and on the record. He could have opted because I can hear the pencil scratching on the clipboard. And no, there's not. The other solution of maybe I should have gone to the Container Store and bought an organizational system and plopped that on the counter so they say, look, here's how I'm helping. No, that's a good way to have your testicles removed, placed in that storage container, and have both the container and your testicles set on fire. The thing that you did by addressing the situation and having a conversation is perfect. It's just a bumpy conversation. You did exactly the right thing. Don't do anything else. That's the right thing so far. Good job, Gold Star. Hold on.
I have to tell you, we just built this house at the shore. There's a twin house next to us. It's not attached like twin, but two houses were built simultaneously. The single woman who lives next door is a divorce attorney.
Oh, God, help.
I'm just throwing it out there. Keep asking me to set fire to my mental illness that has rationalized itself around our house and see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're going to make real good friends with her.
Yes. Well,
first,
I am.
Let me just say, and you're going to make friends first. You're going to have the first contact. You got it. It's actually
Are you kidding?
Important.
I'm not
it's
just
important that you establish the relationship individually first. I mean, not to be that person, but in terms of divorce, you got to now do it now because once this goes public, your husband will hear it. You have to have the first individual contact as a solo unit or else it doesn't work. Like if you both
I already gave her $20. She's on retainer.
You understand what I'm saying?
I've already hired her.
Okay, very good.
She's waiting
fine.
Patiently next door.
You've pissed on her. Yeah.
I peed all around her. We will have this wonderful
this
life.
Stuff. I hear all this divorce stuff. I get all this good divorce advice from my friends who sadly don't ever take it. They're always telling the other person, it's like, here's what you're supposed to do, blah, 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 blah. This person who's in this bad situation and their life is falling apart and all the rest of it. And everybody goes, yeah. And we toast and then we stand up and we go home and ignore the doom piles and wake up and press play on the thing. And then all of a sudden we're back at the same field watching the same kids. Yeah.
All of a sudden it's time to go back to the activity that comes after the 4-hour block that you set apart. Yes. And I also have that mental block of, I have something to do today. I can't do this also. Yeah, but your something is at 12:30. I know, but I still need to work out in the morning. I need to have a cup of coffee. That could be a while. I need to fall into the rabbit hole I call TikTok. I need to catch up with some emails. I do have very unimportant things that take up my time in lieu of, cleaning the kitchen.
I do want to just mirror back to you and give you some credit. Atta girl.
I'll take it. Oh, I got an atta girl too.
Time was 11 short months ago, maybe a little bit more. You would have laughed out loud, almost released a dribble of urine laughing so hard at the notion that your day included I have to work out. Because we used to have this same conversation about who's going to fucking work out. I have to have coffee. I have to ignore my doom piles. I have to do TikTok. I have to do literally anything else.
Anything else.
It is not part of my life. So you have so fully indoctrinated that into what you're doing and what is non-negotiable. This is going to happen that I fear for you, doom piles. This bitch coming for you. This bitch coming for you. She's going to take a tiny little bite, declare victory. We'll toast some champagne. I threw out one piece of paper. Open the Magnum. I'm here for it. I'm ready. Let's go.
Can I tell you something? I came to exercise through venom. Like I definitely came here for the wrong reasons. But on Monday,
I'll show you, heart attack.
You fucking whore. Yeah. But Monday will be my 1,000th ride.
Oh, my Lord.
Today is my 999th ride. Tomorrow is my 1,000th ride.
How is that even possible?
Have your mama call you fat. See what happens.
She's so awful.
1,000 rides later, I've never been healthier. I mean, of course, my body doesn't look like I want it to, but you mentioned hormones, like crazy things are happening. But then I stopped to think, what would it be if I did nothing? If I didn't.
Wish that your mother could call me fat because she seems like a great motivator. And, I love her results. But unfortunately, I kind of don't really care about anything that she says ever. So it's not the same.
Yeah.
Gosh,
that would be nice
I want
if
a
I didn't care.
deep-seated trauma.
Damn it. Yeah. They do say, one of my TikToks, that if you don't accomplish things until last minute and you procrastinate and you have the stress of, you have a trauma in your past to which you are trying to I guess you're trying to recreate it, that stress of it, and your body only works and is productive under that stress. So you create it by sitting and playing Fishdom until this actual event that has to happen, not cleaning doom piles, but like an event that has to occur is imminent and you have to run and go do it. You're creating the same stress that you have experienced in the past, and that makes you productive in the moment.
That's interesting, Dr. TikTok. Say more.
I will not, but I will continue to find these gems and regurgitate them on pod. Dear listener, do you have doom piles? Are you procrastinating things? Do you want to change? Or, are you Popeye? I am what I am. This is just it. I'll eat my spinach salad and that's it. Love me or leave me. Or you can call my new neighbor, Randy, and you can get yourself extricated from the relationship that does not support your fucking doom piles. Do let us know, brilliantobservations@gmail.com, or look us up on Facebook, Brilliant Observations or Brillob Squad, or come check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Listen Brilliant. We would love to hear. Amy wants strategies. I'm going to try this one, but I don't have a lot of faith in it. I put Bridgerton on in the background because it's like a meditation and I know what's happening the way you turn your TV on. But your TV is giving you new experiences. I
started watching new shows. If I put on Bridgerton at this point, I have it memorized. So it doesn't actually have the same pull. So that's fine. I can watch Bridgerton. I can't watch Ozark, which is what I did just watch, or Sex Education, which is what I did just watch.
Right.
Those are actual shows that I'm going to watch.
You need a vibrator for one of those. But what you need, you can zone out just having that meditation in the back. I told you I rewatched Seinfeld. I rewatched Friends, like all those things that I know so well that can make me chuckle. I don't know, lift my spirits while I am going through Doom Pile or the top half of Doom Pile. I wish more than anything, more than life. Yeah, I wish I did more than the moon. I had to finish the lyric. I do wish that I cooked more and I needed it, but I don't. The fact of the matter is I'm not a master of the kitchen. I'm a master of the pile.
Master of the pile.
Isn't worth my shit. Yeah. Every single episode, if you are new to this podcast, If you're new here, our listeners write us all the time and tell us all the things they're thinking. So you should get right on that. But also, we can relate to a musical at any moment of time. Every moment in time. I feel like we didn't get to anything we wanted to talk about. And
we didn't. And I know you've already wrapped it up, and I hesitate to even tell you this next one. So maybe I'll just save it for next week. It's super. I have 2 stories, and they're both shocking. They're both fucking shocking, hilarious, and so super good. So I'm hesitant to sit on them and save them. But maybe that's a nice hook, a cliffhanger.
Come back.
We'll be able to tell you. We will have individual success as adults. We'll both do a hormone attack on our piles.
Yeah.
And when we come back next week, I'll tell you about the gun tootin', rootin' tootin' shootin', double fisted prostitute meets the senator meets thrown out and a fight over wine. That seems like there's a lot happening there.
I'm hooked, but I'm not letting you go without 30 seconds with Amy.
Oh, no. Okay, let's go. I'm ready. I'm super
all right,
in.
Amy.
Wait. I got a tip. I got a tip from my friend. She told me a way to defeat your system.
Go ahead. What's the way?
She said the next time you have to do that, read anything while it's happening, and it'll focus your mind to be able to not be such an idiot. So let's see if she's right.
See also last episode.
Okay.
All right. In the next 30 seconds, name as many sodas as you can. Go.
Pepsi, Cheerwine, Dr. Pepper, Coke, Sprite, Squirt, Mountain Dew. That's a real one. That's the thing they have down here. RC Cola, Schweppes, Buble. Fuck you, Buble. You should fucking count. Dr. Brown's. Oh, it comes in a can. What comes in a can? Diet Coke. Diet Pepsi. Diet ginger ale. It's called ginger ale. What's ginger ale? Fuck, wait. It's fucking bold. The bold one. What's it fucking called? God damn it. Don't say it. Wait. Canada Dry. I'm sorry. I knew it was there. It took me a minute to get it. It's that good. My good friend Aphasia came to visit again. But she's tough. She sits on the porch. But Canada Dry. I knew I had it on the top of my tip. The tip of my top.
I'm going to give you 14. It's probably 13, but I'm going to give you 14.
Thank you, invitation to my leadership banquet. That's what I was reading over and over again while I was trying, because there's not a lot of words on it. Maybe I should pick something with more words. How about it?
Well
Fuck
played.
You, soda list.
So, fuck you, soda list. Dear listeners, also, if you have a topic that you would like Amy to riff on with her best friend, Aphasia, Amy and Aphasia would be happy. Just in case you missed it 100 years ago, there was an episode where we talked about our biggest fears. And I'm not a fan of clowns, but I fucking hate timers. And the second somebody throws a timer in, I stroke out. And it seems that Amy gets aphasia. So if you have topics that you would like to put her on the hot seat to report to you, we are open to that too. See also brilliantobservations@gmail.com. We love you. We're grateful you showed up. We are impressed with Amy's turnout this week. You did great.
Yay!
You did great.
Girl.
I would have guessed that you would have come up with birch beer.
Oh shit, I love that.
Yeah,
Cream
I know.
Soda.
Cream
I love
soda,
that.
root beer, birch beer, like all the red sodas, all the clear sodas.
Ting Ting is delicious.
I did chuckle when you said Squirt. I do know it's a soda, but not up here in the
It's
so
Nord. Bad. It's so bad. There's another one called like Yes or so. I mean the soda names down here, you guys, they're so bad. I don't even drink soda, so I feel like I should get an extra credit. All right, keep going.
You did, and you do. You hit that out of the park. 13, 14. I'll give you 14.
My past performance has helped me immeasurably because it's been so bad.
Yeah, I guess
lowered the expectation into the basement.
Yeah, yes. I tried to do that with my husband, but still he really has expectations of this wifery. I don't understand. I need a wife. Thanks for listening. We love you. Come again.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.